Hello, friendly people, and welcome to a video breaking down my impressions of Grand Theft Auto Online since about a week since it's been released. So, if you don't know what GTA Online is, it's the multiplayer component that came with every copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, only it didn't launch for 2 weeks after GTA 5 came out. Although it does come on the same disc as GTA 5, Rockstar, the developer, is making sure that everyone knows Grand Theft Auto Online is a separate game and will continue to be supported as a separate game for a long time after the initial release. So, when you get into the game, you have to go online from Grand Theft Auto, obviously, and then you start by creating a character, as with many games, but in this game, you do it by picking who your grandparents are, then how your character chooses to spend his day, and finally his basic clothes and haircut, and these determine his initial stats. After this, you're dropped into a giant open world based on the city of LA called Los Santos to do as you please. There also happens to be 15 other players in the world doing crazy stuff as well. But the open world isn't the only thing to do. You can participate in missions, death matches, races, and a variety of other games made by Rockstar, all called jobs. Eventually, players will be able to make their own jobs, but that hasn't been added yet. So I'll start by talking about the things that I like with the game. First of all, it's a lot of fun. I can't deny that. There are some problems that I'll talk about later, but it is a lot of fun, and everything is a lot more fun to do with friends. So if you have a lot of friends that have it, and they're going to be playing with you, that's definitely a bonus. Even a lot of the problems become minor when you're playing with friends because you're enjoying it so much. And a lot of the jobs that are more boring in the first early levels are a lot more fun to play with friends because they feel less like grinding. Also, I really like the concept of owning your own apartment, cars, and garages. It really gives you something more tangible to work for, not just a pointless rank. So with all the money that you're earning, you have stuff to spend it on. You can buy a variety of apartments throughout the city. You can buy garages to store your cars, and you can buy cars. So that part's really cool, actually. I really like it. And for the most part, the missions aren't too bad. The races and team deathmatch game modes are a lot of fun, but a lot of the missions are kind of repetitive and feel very similar. But like I said, if you have friends to play with them with, it's not too bad because you know you're earning money and getting toward more exciting missions. But now let's talk about most of the problems that I've noticed. The multiplayer is a lot of fun, but like I said, there are some problems, and a lot of the things that I've noticed I'm going to talk about in this video. And I just want to give a heads up that some of the stuff may have been patched. I know that there was a patch that came out today, the day that I'm recording this, and I don't know if any of this stuff has been patched. So take it with a grain of salt if you're watching it today, and anytime after the release, they'll be constantly changing stuff. So some of these problems could be better or worse depending on when you're watching this. So the first problem that I've noticed is a pretty major one of not being able to connect to GTA Online at all. Now I know this has been solved mostly, but for the first 2 to 3 days after launch, a lot of people couldn't play. I only got on, I think the day after it came out. I couldn't get it on at all the first day, especially in the morning. And it's a really big pain to be promised that you're going to get to be able to play multiplayer this day and then not get to play multiplayer that day. So I know it's been pretty much fixed now, but it's something that you can't really overlook as it's one of the worst multiplayer launches in video game history. Another thing that's pretty annoying, especially at the beginning of Grand Theft Auto Online, is that it's really hard to earn money. And pretty much everything in the online component revolves around money, so you can't buy new guns, even ammo is expensive. Stuff's really hard, especially when you're an early character. Because when you're an early character, like I said, ammo is really expensive, and when other players kill you in the open world, which does happen a lot, even to me who's a higher level now, you have to pay some steep medical fees. So you're going to find yourself running out of money a lot unless you're saving it every penny, which is what I've done, and I still can barely afford the worst apartments. I haven't played that much though. So, anyways, it's also kind of unfortunate that Rockstar couldn't have added all the content they promised for launch. So a lot of the things that are going to be the funnest parts of the multiplayer, in my opinion, I don't know yet because they're not out, but heists and user-created jobs. I think both those things are going to be a lot of fun, and both of those things are not in the game right now. So if I'm reviewing the game at launch, I can't review that stuff because it's not out yet. So some smaller issues now are the NPCs. So first of all, just the random civilians driving around tend to swerve into your lane or turn at places where there's nothing to turn into and really get in your way when you're driving around. And that can be a really big pain when you're trying to escape the cops or other players are chasing you, or even when you're in a race. And that's something that gets really irritating over time. Once or twice, you're like, oh, whatever. But after a while, it's like, oh my goodness, these guys keep swerving into my way. Why are they doing this? Like, their lane is fine. I'm not in their way or anything. It's just kind of weird. Also, the police in the multiplayer seem to be a lot more relentless. They constantly spawn right in front of me when you're trying to escape them, and as soon as you lose the line of sight with them, they seem to know exactly where you are. So hiding from them is nearly impossible. And also the fact that you get a 1-star wanted level when you're driving a stolen vehicle is irritating. I mean, I understand what it's for, and I know it's a good idea, and I don't know if there's any way they could really fix this without getting rid of that idea, but they want to stop players from just stealing cars to go everywhere, and they want players to use their own cars, the one that they've purchased. But when my car gets impounded by the police to a lot across the city, and the only way to get there is to steal a car, but I can't do that because the police come after me, life can get pretty annoying. Now, I know a lot of these issues are pretty minor, but they do add up after a while. And honestly, it is still an enjoyable experience. Like I said, I keep going back to it. It's a lot of fun. But it definitely doesn't feel like it's a retail multiplayer game. It feels like a beta right now. And I know the only beta they had was a very private one with a lot of people, not a lot of people. And I think that maybe they should have had some more people testing it, because clearly there's a lot of issues for them to fix. They have been fixing stuff. There used to be medical fees when you died during like a team deathmatch, which was very, very, very irritating, and I lost a lot of money that way. And I also know that a lot of people are losing their characters, so that's a problem too, although the patch today should have fixed it. But like I said, it feels like a beta and not a full game, so that's something to take into consideration if you're looking to buy this. I might be doing some videos on Grand Theft Auto Online. I enjoyed it a lot. The character I made in this video is not my first character, it's a new character I made. So anyways, I also want to formally apologize for not putting out videos for so long. It's only been a month, but my life has just been really busy, and I'm gonna start trying to do that again. I'm gonna finish my Getting Gold series hopefully, and Batman Arkham Origins should be coming out this month, and I'm really excited to play through that, I think. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you're thinking of getting GTA Online, go out there. There's tons of information on it right now. It is a lot of fun, but just be careful. That's my advice, I guess. And these were my impressions of it after just over a week of it being released. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!